College digital class. Now you are watching video lecture on determinants of health. Physical fitness is first requisite of happiness. In our previous class, we had discussed on concept of health and different dimensions of health. And in concept of health, we had discussed when a person is physically, mentally and socially healthy, he will be known as a healthy person. So, we need physically healthy because when a person is physically fit, then he should be mentally and socially healthy and mentally and socially fit. And aim of today's class is to briefly discuss on determinants of health which affects the health status of human being. There is a beautiful quote which is very meaningful, and the quote is, when health is absent, wisdom cannot reveal itself, art cannot manifest, strength cannot fight, wealth becomes useless, and intelligence cannot be applied. It simply meant that when a person is unhealthy, wealth is useless and strength cannot fight also and art cannot manifest, because when a person is not healthy, he will invest his wealth for his unhealthy condition. He cannot enjoy his wealth, he cannot enjoy his life due to his health related issues. First we will discuss on determinants of health. It means the range of personal, social, economic and environmental factors that influence health status. It means some factors which influence the health status of human being, and these factors are interrelated and feature personal, social, economic and environmental factors, and which affects the health status of human being. Modern people are under attacks by various factors which are hazardous environment, stress, physical inactivity, infectious agents, unhealthy diet, and every year we lose something for that factors also. In our society, there is some different factors which affects human health, like hazardous environment. It means when there is any dangerous environment or any dangerous situation for life, then the people are attacked by that factors and it causes unhealthy conditions for the human being. And when a person is physically unhealthy, it causes mental unhealthy conditions, and which occurs stress and depression and frustration also. And due to that factors, a human being can face some unhealthy conditions which is related with that regions and infectionary agents, and due to some infectionary agent due to some bacteria which infect human body, and this causes also different unhealthy conditions for human being. And in modern society, all are addicted with junk foods and eating outside in restaurant and hotels, so they can't afford proper nutrition or they can't maintain proper dietary habits, so that it causes unhealthy conditions for human being of modern society. And in modern society, we are depending upon machines and science and technology, so that we are physically inactive for the technology. From that factors, we can save our country, our society, when we will know how we can save our society and what we have to do. We will discuss on that. How can we create a society in which everyone has a chance to live long, healthy lives? Now we will discuss how we can save our environment and how we can create an environment where the human being live a long and healthy life. What we have to do for maintain a healthy life. First is address the relationship between health, status and biology, individual behavior, health services, social factors and policies. First, we have to address the relationship between health status and biology, and also address the individual behaviors and different social factors, and also address about different policies of government which is enacted for providing health related facilities to the human society. Next is emphasizing an ecological approach to disease prevention and health promotion. We have to emphasize an ecological approach through which we can prevent disease and we can promote the health status of human being. Next, we will discuss different determinants of health. First one is human biology, and second one is environment, third one is lifestyle, and fourth one is healthcare system, and last one is social conditions in which people live and work. First, we will discuss on human biology. Biological factors are the primary determinants of health. There is two types of determinant. First one is primary determinant and second one is secondary determinant. And all the biological factors are primary determinants. And major biological determinants are endogenous and exogenous. First, we will discuss what is endogenous. Endogenous is having an internal cause or internal origin and not attributable with any external or environmental factors, originating from and within any organism. And under endogenous, there is genetic heritage and passive immunity. First, we will discuss what is genetic heritage. Genetic concept that describes the architecture of genome variation between population, and the tests are also sometimes known as genetic heritage test like DNA test. Second one is passive immunity, and passive immunity is provided when a person is given antibodies to a disease rather than producing them through his or her own immune system. And a newborn baby acquires passive immunity from its mother through the placenta. And second one is exogenous. Exogenous is having an external cause or external origin and attributable with other agent and other factors of the other body and growing from outside of the organism. And under this exogenous, there is other living things or microorganisms, and the microorganisms are unicellular or multicellular or cell clusters. And microorganisms somewhere they are beneficial for life, and some microorganisms are hazardous for life, which occurs some dangerous situation, some harm for life. Second one is environment, and environment is divided into two types. First one is physical environment, things that occur naturally on earth. For example, mountain volcanoes. When mountain volcanoes arises, that is physical environment. And second one is human environment, and human environment is environment which is man-made, like different culture, different beliefs and different traditions. These are human environment, and attitude, beliefs, values, these are interrelated, which are human environment because these are man-made. Environment is classified as internal and external. Internal environment of a man pertains to each and every component part, every tissue, organ and organ system and their harmonious functioning within the system. Environment is divided into two categories, one is internal and other one is external. And internal environment pertains every component part, every tissue, organ and organ systems of a human body, which is internal environment. And next one is external environment. External or macro environment consists of those things to which man is exposed after conception. It is defined as all that which is external to the individual human host, and it can be divided into physical, biological and psychosocial components, and always the external environments are outside to the individual human host. And there is some other environment also, which includes occupational environment, socio-economic environment and moral environment. Next one is lifestyle. Lifestyles are learned through social interaction with parents and peer groups, friends, siblings and through school and mass media. We can learn lifestyle. We can learn how to maintain lifestyle, how to behavior with others, how to maintain our lifestyle in our society and how to manner with other persons of family members and society. We can learn those things from our parents, from our siblings, from our peer groups or friend circles and from educational institutions also, and also interacting with other persons of the society with whom we are living, and also from mass media. Many current health problems such as coronary heart disease, obesity, lung cancer, drug addiction are associated with lifestyle. There is some current health problems which are associated with our lifestyle. Our lifestyle results different health problems like coronary heart disease, lung cancer, drug addiction also. Due to our lifestyle, we are facing these major health problems. Next, we will discuss on healthcare systems. Healthcare systems always providing health related facilities, and under healthcare systems there is different types of stakeholders which are providing health related facilities to the people who are living in our society in different level, government level, private level. In different level, healthcare systems are providing the facilities to the human being to prevent the human society from different major diseases. The stakeholders are, first one is government. Under government, there is primary health centers, community health centers and district headquarters which are providing health related facilities and healthcare systems to the people when the people are facing any disease or any health related facilities. Next one is public. Public also includes district health centers and community health centers where the health centers are providing healthcare systems to the human society. And next one is NGOs. Different NGOs or different non-profitable organizations are providing health related facilities like there is a project which is National Health Mission which is providing health related facilities to the people. Means under this program there is ambulance facilities, there is different health institutions which are working or which are providing health related facilities to the people at the emergency time. Next one is health insurance. There is some institutions which are working on health insurance, and through health insurance we can get financial assistance at the time of any emergency situation or at the time of any accidental or incidental cases. When we have financial issues, we can get financial assistance from the health insurance. Next one is hospital administration. Hospital administration is the management of the hospital as a business. The administration is made up of medical and health services managers, and sometimes it called healthcare executive and healthcare administrators and their assistants. Next one is healthcare providers. Healthcare providers means who are providing healthcare facilities to the people when the people are facing any health related issues or any unhealthy conditions like doctors, nurses, clinical psychologists, pediatric doctors, and these are the healthcare providers, those who are providing health related facilities at the time of any emergency situation or at the time of health related problem, so that they are known as healthcare providers. Next is healthcare system organization. There is a chart where you can show the healthcare system organizations. From bottom of the chart, there is primary care, secondary care and tertiary care. What is primary care healthcare institution? Primary healthcare is a whole of society approach to health and well-being centered on the needs and preferences of individuals, families and communities. It addresses the broader determinants of health and focuses on the comprehensive aspects of physical, mental and social health and well-being. And it provides whole person care for health needs throughout the lifespan, not just for a set of specific disease. Primary health care ensures people receive comprehensive care ranging from promotion and prevention to treatment, rehabilitation and care. It includes different primary healthcare institutions also. Next one is secondary care. When the primary care cannot prevent or can't cure a person's disease, the primary care refer that patient to the secondary care. And secondary healthcare is the special treatment and support provided by doctors and other health professionals for patients who have been referred to them for a specific expert care, most often provided in hospitals, and it includes district hospitals and community health centers at block level. In secondary care, when the patient can't prevent the disease in primary care, the primary care referred that patient to the secondary care for special checkup, for special care which is provided by healthcare professionals to the patient, and those who are expert for prevent that disease. And the secondary care includes district headquarters and community health centers where the patient can get expert facilities and which is better than primary care institutions. Next one is tertiary care. Tertiary care is specialized consultative health care usually for inpatients and on referral from a primary or secondary health professionals in a facility that has personnel and facilities for advanced medical investigation and treatment, such as a tertiary referral hospital. When primary care and secondary care can prevent and can cure the disease of a patient, the primary care and secondary care refer that patient to the tertiary care, where the patient can get advanced treatment and the healthcare professionals providing advanced treatment to prevent the disease of the patient, which is a referral hospital. Next, last one is social condition. Under social condition, there is some factors. First one is economic stability, second one is physical environment, third one is education, fourth one is food, then social context. These are some social conditions or social determinants. And under economic stability, there is employment, income, expenses, debt, medical bills, support. There is some support systems which are under economic stability. When a person will be employed, when a person will income some money, then the person can expenses or can cure or can get medical facilities at the emergency time. Second one is environment, housing, transportation, safety, parks, playgrounds, walkability. These are some factors which are under environment. because the environment is necessary for maintaining healthy life. Under education, there is literacy, language, childhood education, vocational training and higher education. These are some major factors under education when a person is literate, and when we provide primary education at the time of childhood, and also when we will provide vocational training for the youth, for women, through which the people can know about different government systems, different government facilities and policies which are enacted for prevent diseases and can create a better environment and healthy condition, and also higher education. And under food, there is hunger, access to healthy options. These are some factors which are under food. We have to maintain proper diet habit and proper nutrition to maintain a healthy life. And last one is community and social context. Under this, there is social integration, support systems, community engagement and discrimination. We have to eradicate discrimination from our society, and also community and social context is a support system for the community members where there is social integration and the community people are engaged with eradicate the health related issues from the society. And the health of a person is primarily dependent upon the level of social development, and social determinant is also an important determinant of health. In this class, we had discussed on different determinants of health and which is necessary for us, because some factors which affects our health status, so that we have to know that how we can eradicate or how we can create a environment where we can live a long and healthy life, so we can save our society from dangerous situations. So that there is necessary to know about these factors. Before know about different determinants, you have to know about what is health and concept of health. So go through previous video lecture to know about that, and through which you can understand the determinants of health. Keep watching. Thank you.